Adam, just give us a flavour of the mood. You've been documenting, tracking this case from the very beginning. How are local people feeling about this?
There's a lot of anger. And let me tell you now, I've just got to the Bell Hotel and there is about 150 people behind me. The chants of get them out, save our kids are ringing out. Everyone is in disbelief that our authorities can be this ridiculous, that this country can be so lax with the security of its women and its children. Let's remember that this judge, when sentencing Habush Kabatu, said that he's a dangerous man and he risks further crime. Now he is somewhere in London, and women and children are at risk. And this is just unbelievable. I can see this protest today escalating.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, I know I'm not the only one that feels this way, but as each day passes, I feel like in the UK, things just get more and more insane. The incompetence is on a whole different level. It really is. If you haven't heard about this story, it's going to shock you. So this evening, we got some breaking news that an asylum seeker who was arrested for sexually assaulting a woman and a 14-year-old girl in Epping, Essex, which really caused all of the protests we saw outside of the asylum hotels recently, has been accidentally released. Yeah, you heard me correct. An asylum seeker who was arrested for sexual assault has been accidentally freed from prison. You cannot make it up. You can't. As I said at the beginning, the incompetence is on a whole different level. Now we're going to get into this story and we're going to check out the latest updates surrounding it all, but before we do, as always, just make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, comment on this video, share this video, and the Daily Mail have reported. As you can see, there is our interesting asylum seeker. Why didn't we deport him in the very first place? That's what a serious country would do. Oh, just answered my own question really, didn't I? Sorry about that one. Epping Hotel sex attacker is seen in the street hours after being accidentally freed from prison instead of being deported. As police confirm, he boarded a train to London. So do the police know where he is right now? Who knows what he's going to do? When he gets around women and girls, who knows what is going to happen? Like, we're not a serious country, we're really not. A hotel migrant who sexually assaulted a 14-year-old girl in Epping was apparently seen walking around a town centre after he was mistakenly released from prison. Hadush Kabatu, 41, was meant to be transferred from HMP Chelmsford to an immigration removal centre this morning in order to be deported. And now he accidentally gets freed. Should have just deported him in the very first place. However, the Ethiopian sex offender who arrived in the UK by small boat, as they always do, was accidentally let loose and is currently on the run. Videos circulating on social media show a man matching Kabatu's description chatting to people in Chelmsford town centre. Police confirmed, however, that Kabatu boarded a London-bound train at Chelmsford railway station in Essex at 12:41 PM today. A senior justice source described the error as the mother of all F-ups and said it was down to human error. If he goes ahead and commits another crime, mate, it is understood that a prison officer has been removed from discharging duties while an urgent investigation takes place. Fire them. Responding to the blunder, Conservative leader Kemi Badenoch accused Labour of incompetence that beggars belief. Sir Keir Starmer's one-in, one-out policy on migration is also said to be in tatters. Of course it's going to be in tatters, it's complete crap, after a migrant who was previously deported under the scheme returned to the UK on a small boat. You can't make this up, man. You really can't. What is going on in this country? But we already have reporting going on outside of the Bell Hotel in Epping, where people are already coming together and voicing their outrage. They're going to be outraged. People are tired of all of this. First and foremost, we have asylum seekers coming into this country, taking advantage of the system. Then not only that, we have people like Hadush Kabatu, who sexually assaulted a woman and a 14-year-old girl, gets arrested, and now has been accidentally freed. How can you expect people to not be angry? It's insane. But let's get into this video footage, shall we?
Adam, just give us a flavour of the mood. You've been documenting, tracking this case from the very beginning. How are local people feeling about this?
There's a lot of anger. And let me tell you now, I've just got to the Bell Hotel and there is about 150 people behind me. The chants of get them out, save our kids are ringing out. Everyone is in disbelief that our authorities can be this ridiculous.
Stupid.
That this country
just say it for what it is, man. Stupid.
be so
idiotic.
lax with the security of its women and its children. Let's remember that this judge, when sentencing Habush Kabatu, said that he's a dangerous man and he risks further crime. Now, he is somewhere in London, and women and children are at risk. And this is just unbelievable. I can see this protest today escalating, if I'm honest. More and more people are pulling up. The anger is off the
It's
charts. You can
unbelievable
hear
what is
the
going
chanting
on.
in the background, Matthew. It's just
I can
surreal.
hear
I
it.
feel like we're in a movie. You know, this country cannot be, can't be this mad. It really can't. And
It is at the minute, man.
how
We need change
many
so
local people are
urgently.
down there, and what's your best guess as to how this protest is going to evolve in the hours and days ahead?
Look, there's 150 people or so behind me. They're playing music and they're chanting at the moment. But as I just said, there are cars pulling up. There are people walking up behind me and that. So, I think this is going to become quite a big protest later tonight.
And what's your read, do you think, more generally, on where the country's at? Because, as I say, this has been a remarkable week. We haven't only had the accidental release of this illegal migrant. We've had the illegal migrant from Sudan who was found guilty of Rhiannon White. We've been given the information on the small boat numbers. They're now higher already this year than the total last year. We've had the one-in, one-out case with the Iranian who was removed from the UK back to France and then came back into the UK in one of the small boats. All of this in 1 week. I mean, what's your read on the national mood?
The national mood, people are starting to wake up, and I hate that term, Matt, but at the end of the day, every day I'm posting either a crime or a conviction from one of these so-called asylum seekers or illegal immigrants. We have a terrible problem, especially sex crimes. We are importing people that do not know how to behave around our women and our children.
We're going to stop there because my camera battery is about to run out as well, but you get the gist of what he is saying. This is the outrage and anger that people are feeling. We have people coming into this country who are attacking women and girls, taking advantage of the system, and we can't even keep them in prison. We can't keep them in prison. Why didn't we just deport this dude in the very first place? Instead of arresting him and going through all of that process, get them out. It's that simple. You commit a crime, if you come into this country as an asylum seeker or a migrant, refugee or whatever, you get deported instantly. Instantly. That's what should happen. Tired of this namby-pamby. You commit a crime, you get deported. But we can't even do that. We can't even keep a dude in prison. We can't even keep one dude from coming back into the country. That's how ridiculous things are. But leave your thoughts down below, ladies and gentlemen. If we get any more updates, I will make a video, but who knows what's going to happen with this one. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. Share this video, but until next time, it has been your host, JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.